A man dipped his finger in wet paint and gently drew on the side of a shoe, giving birth to the world-famous Adidas logo. He did this simply to differentiate from the Puma brand founded by his brother. In fact, many people don't know that Adidas and Puma were once a single company 100 years ago. In 1924, Adi was just a humble shoemaker who devoted all his energy to making shoes. He kept running and testing shoes, dreaming that one day athletes all over the world would run in his sports shoes. However, at that time, people didn't value sports and no one would spend money specifically on a pair of sports shoes. Adi was ridiculed by everyone. One day, his brother came to Adi with a bruised face and suddenly said, "You make the shoes, I'll sell them. Let's join hands and make a name for ourselves, and never be laughed at again." Seeing his brother's determination, Adi was also fired up with fighting spirit, not knowing that in the near future, their names would resound throughout the world. Due to the economic downturn at the time, many shoe factories went bankrupt. The two brothers went to the bank to borrow money, but the bank manager believed that no one would buy these sports shoes and refused them. In those days, shoes were very durable, while the sports shoes produced by Adi were too thin and might wear out after a few uses. However, Adi firmly believed that people needed these lightweight sneakers to truly feel football. Encountering obstacles at the start of their business made Adi feel very upset, but his brother said he had a plan. The next day, he took a car full of shoes to the sports field. After the athletes tried on their shoes, they immediately gave a thumbs up. When the brother returned, the several hundred pairs of sports shoes in the car were all sold out. With the startup capital, they began to recruit workers and purchase equipment. Soon, the brothers' business grew larger and larger, and Adi's brand gained recognition. At that time, almost all sports in Germany were played in Adi's lightweight sports shoes. To further expand production, the brother took Adi to the bank again to borrow money. Recalling the initial setback, Adi no longer wanted to go. At this time, Adi's wife voluntarily stepped forward to help and unexpectedly succeeded in getting the loan. 10 years later, Adi's annual sales reached 200,000 pairs. The brothers who were once laughed at by everyone had now become industry giants. One day, Adi's wife gestured and said, "Can we make sports shoes this small?" Adi instantly understood that he was going to be a father. However, the expressions of his brother and sister-in-law were very strange. It turned out that not long ago, the sister-in-law had accidentally seen the brother and Adi's wife behaving too intimately by the river. Suspicion and jealousy began to take root in her heart. She started warning her that if she broke up her own family, she would reveal their relationship. Adi's wife thought it was ridiculous. Everyone knew about the brother's unfaithfulness, yet the sister-in-law pretended not to know and tried to blame it on her. She then advised her to either divorce the brother or continue pretending. At this moment, the sister-in-law realized that if she wanted them to stop seeing each other, there was only one path to take to make the brothers turn against each other.